Afternoon. It's November the 7th, and I'm leaving the Hotel Saskatchewan for a short walk down Hamilton Street back to the condo. So kind of like what I did a couple of days ago. Still keeping the walk fairly short here, although foot seems to be better all the time. And since I went down Scar Street last time, I thought I'd go down Hamilton Street this time. Hope the sound's all right. I was poking at things and I may have messed it up, but hopefully not. Again, there's the Blessed Sacrament Church, which is where my broken ankle adventure began when I stepped down off of a coral riser for the University of Regina 30th anniversary concert and stepped onto a plastic stool that went out from under me. Down I went, and snap went my fibula, which is the narrow bone on the outside of the ankle. And I have a plate and screws, but it's getting better all the time. So, since I'm going to Hamilton, we'll do my usual walk here along the portico of the Saskatchewan building with the columns that are made to resemble dinosaur bones because, you know, fossil fuels. Federal building over there. Efward Tower. I used to have my optometrist used to be up at the top of that tower, which was always kind of cool. You'd get new glasses and could see just how far you could see. Because from the top of any tower that size in Regina, you can see to the edge of the city, basically. Not a huge city, since it's only 250,000. Maybe more like 280,000 now, I don't know. But not huge. You can see inside, kind of, through the reflections, the Saskatchewan lobby there. Building designed by Joseph Pettick, who is a noted Regina architect, also did City Hall and several other important buildings. I knew him, kind of. Even went to his house, which was kind of cool in its own right. And over here is Hamilton Street, so we will go down that way. There's golfs over there with the torch that always burns in front of it, at least when they're open. All right, so that's downtown. We're leaving downtown, kind of. Going down Hamilton here. Foot's doing pretty good. I'm thinking maybe I missed a couple of days because of not so much of the foot, but because I had a strategic planning session for Sask Books, the publishing association I guess I'm vice president of. I guess I am. And got our strategic planning session, and that basically wrapped up 2 full days. So didn't do any walking the last 2 days. I don't remember why I missed the day before that. And, you know, it's still not 100%, but I'm hoping that by maybe Wednesday of next week, I'll be able to walk downtown. That used to be the bus station, but it's not anymore. There is no bus station, or at least not a Saskatchewan Transportation Corporation bus station. It used to be a Crown Corporation that ran buses. Now it's Rider Express, which has perfectly nice buses. You can still take a bus to Saskatoon. You can take a bus all over Western Canada. Greyhound is kind of gone too, so another company stepped in, Rider Express. Used to be just a little bus they had, but they have proper highway buses now. That's not bad to take if you need to, but they don't deliver you to a downtown bus station like that. They're usually a bit more. Both in Regina and Saskatoon, the stations are a bit further away from downtown. The Wawa Shrine Center. Police car over there. I don't know, maybe it's a tow truck. You see the flashing lights. Kind of gray today, and as I said, chilly, and it's going to be the coldest day so far tomorrow. Not the coldest we'll get, but the coldest so far tomorrow, which is when the Western Final of the Canadian Football League will be played here at Mosaic Stadium. Saskatchewan Roughriders, our very own Saskatchewan Roughriders, versus the British Columbia Lions. I was just in the Hotel Saskatchewan, and there were some. That's where the football teams that come into town usually stay. I certainly saw some people associated with the Lions organization there. I like this apartment building. the Capel Apartments. Always looks nice, if an older style apartment building. This is a Sask Health building of some sort. Anyway, it's supposed to only be a high of -4 tomorrow, a low of -11. The game starts at 5:30, so we will be bundled up very thoroughly on a blanket. We'll have hot shots in our boots and in our gloves, winter coats. Hopefully it'll be all right. You get there and you think, oh, this isn't so cold, but after you've sat there for 3 hours, the heat really leaches out. And then it warms up again. It's literally the coldest day of the 2-week period that they managed to land the Western Final on. Well, we're playing BC, so maybe that'll be an advantage. Maybe they're not as used to cold weather. Not that our players are particularly Saskatchewan. I don't know if we have any Saskatchewan players. Kind of like the World Series. Sure, Blue Jays are a Canadian team. They had one Canadian on the team. And Los Angeles had one Canadian on their team. So if you're picking which one is most Canadian, the only thing you have to go on is where they're based. Neither one really had Canadian players. I don't know what the temperature is right now. It's probably -2 or something like that. Maybe 0. I don't know. I didn't check. And there was snow dusting roofs and cars this morning. Well, you can see a little bit of it on that one. Not enough to stick, but it's coming. Of course, Tuesday is Remembrance Day, and it's kind of 50-50 if we'll have snow on the ground at Remembrance Day. Some years there is, some years there isn't. I don't think we'll have it this year. At least nothing significant. But might not be too bad this year. I'm just going up here to the condo on the next block, so this will be a very short walk. But my foot is managing pretty well. Went to the gym 3 times now. I started back at the gym on Monday. And really speaking, it's not the ankle that causes problem. The broken bone part is fine. It's got a metal plate there. It's fine. It's the muscles and tendons and stuff. Muscles and tendons and bones, oh my, around it that have been sore because of not being used for 6 weeks while I was recovering. The Central Park, our version of Central Park. First thing about my not walking for a couple of months was that I missed all the good fall foliage, such as it is around here, mostly yellow. We don't get a lot of red or other colors, but it can be pretty. But somehow we have missed it. Another block. Only about a 10-minute walk. When I check statistics, very few people watch this for more than about 10 minutes anyway, so maybe I should make all my walks 10 minutes. Hope the sound is okay. Nobody has said otherwise. Yeah, you can just see a little bit of snow still clinging down here. Got a new leather coat for this kind of weather, which is nice, and some new gloves that just came, so the ones I had holes in them and weren't actually a matched pair. I had a left one and a right one, but they weren't actually a matched pair. We'll go over a little out of my way, over to the right, go down between the condo buildings. The rabbits are out again. We have a warren, I guess, of rabbits that shows up here. And must not be the first time, but first time I really noticed them down in Victoria Park downtown. There were a whole bunch of rabbits out and about today. Boot in a boot. Over there's Ronald McDonald House being built, that construction over there on the right. Okay, anybody see a rabbit? I saw one when I started downtown, because I walked from here as well. Just didn't live stream that part of it. I had to go get my flu vaccination. Thought about getting the COVID one, decided to put it off, or maybe not get it at all, but decided I didn't want to get both of them on the same day because you never know. I didn't want to feel miserable tomorrow when I'm at the football game. Huh. There was a big fat bunny rabbit right about there. Well, I walked down earlier, but I don't see any of them now. Maybe they all went down to Victoria Park. I don't know. Nope. Don't see a one. They're usually tucked away. Seems like a boring life. In the wintertime, you'll see them just sitting there, hours. Just sitting there, conserving energy is what it looks like, and heat. Maybe this time of year they're still a little more active and out foraging and stuff. I don't know. Not being a rabbit myself. Almost to the car. This is the condo building we have the condo in. On my right. But I'm not going up there today. First building in this complex is the one directly ahead of us on College Avenue. Built in 95. This was built in 97. And this one was built in 2000 or 2001 to complete the complex, which has this nice little parky area in the middle. This is where Central Collegiate was originally, the oldest high school, I believe, in Regina, but was being torn down about the time I got here in the late 80s or early 90s. What the exact date? I remember seeing it being torn down. And then in 95, they built that. In 97, Howard's, and then about 2000 or 2001, this one. The advantage of this one is it's the only one that has ground level parking. I guess that's an advantage. No ramp to go up and down. Alrighty. This here Volvo is where I'm headed, so we will stop here and, like I said, very short walk, but thank you for joining me.